Please leave a message after the.
In 1979, Michael started managing his own career and severed business ties with his father. His brothers followed suit in 1983. Despite the split, Jackson's children still respected his legacy.
The man is a genius to me because he had all these children and he had his little job in Gary, Indiana, and he don't have one kid that didn't make a name for themselves.
Though he was often criticized for being too tough on his kids, Jackson seemed proud of the success of all of his children.
I'm glad I was tough because look what I came out with. I came out with some kids that everybody loved all over the world.
Joseph Jackson, the producer, the father of the Jackson 5, had died at the age of 89. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because Joseph Jackson was notoriously accused of being an abuser, beating his children extremely, nearly all of his children said that it was hard on them. In that clip, he just said, I never beat Michael Jackson, but I did spank my kids, which is contradictory, which is ironic. And they're just saying that, you know what? He made the Jackson 5. If it wasn't for his discipline, if it wasn't for what he did, maybe there wouldn't be a Michael Jackson as we know him, one of the greatest musicians of all time. My favorite, if I had to say my favorite musician of all time, it would be Michael Jackson. I'm not reveling in Joe Jackson's death at all. I didn't know the man. When I see, the question is, was it worth it, to get Michael Jackson? That's not really for me to say. That really isn't, because it's not, I don't really think it's a fair question. I don't want to put someone else's agony ahead of my entertainment. It's fucking wrong. It really is. Michael Jackson turned out to be, I love him, I really do, but he turned out to be a very complicated and disturbed individual. He died of a drug overdose, and then the guy who did it, he went to prison for manslaughter because he prescribed Michael Jackson, or he didn't treat him as a doctor patient should, blah 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 blah. I look at Michael Jackson's career, I look at the things he said, I look at how he feels about his dad. The only thing I don't really like Joe Jackson, I'll be fair, and the reason why is that he did things I didn't really appreciate. When Michael Jackson died in 2009, instead of showing remorse, I think he was trying to promote another band.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And it was insane. And he's a very shrewd businessman. Obviously, he used his own kids to promote his own career. But like they said, each of them were successful. They probably look at it now in retrospect and thankful that he made them superstars. People are just bringing that question. Was it worth it to torture his children, so to speak, to make them into what they are? And I'm sure he's not guilty of that. You got women that take their children on beauty pageants, or people that go on American Idol,
don't get me started on that
live vicariously through their children. So this is a common theme. Again, he made superstars. He helped make Michael Jackson, all that stuff. Is it worth it? Again, the only thing I could say, I won't put someone else's misery ahead of my entertainment. And someone just asked me directly, a family member, that, if you knew you wouldn't get Michael Jackson's music without him doing that to his son, would you make that choice? Would you undo Michael Jackson's Die For Him? It's easy for me to say yes now because I'm already listening to his music. And then if I didn't know his music, it's really an impossible question for me to answer. Looking at the YouTube, I'll let you speak in a moment. I just want to finish this. Looking at the YouTube comments, people are kind of like, only God can judge him. And a lot of people were happy. No, it's good he did what he did. Michael should be thankful. And again, you can hear his even son saying that they're happy in retrospect. They're happy and it made them rich. So I don't know what it is for me to say about it. Really, it's just like, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm sorry. I feel bad for Michael Jackson, the way his life turned out, which can be contribute to his dad to a certain extent, but at the same time, you got to give with the good with the bad. Yes, he tortured him. Yes, he made him twisted, but yes, he also made him a superstar as well. He had a hand in that. I can't deny that as well. So life is a mixed bag. You know what I'm saying? So I feel very mixed about this. But as for his death in particular, I'm not reveling in his death. But I will say, I hate to see a parent outlive their child, and I wish Michael Jackson was alive instead of his dad. But not in, I do. I wish Michael Jackson was alive instead of his dad, because dad lived to 90, Michael Jackson died at 50. He needed double his son's life, which is kind of strange. But that's my one anyway. I think I've said enough on this. I'll let you speak now.
This is a little weird note to end on there.
Was it?
It's a little morbid, yeah.
Okay.
How do I feel about it? I'm not as big of a Michael Jackson lover as you, but I do like some of his discography quite a bit. You know, some of his songs. You want a very short answer because we're running out of time.
Yeah, kind of.
I heavily dislike people who profit off the misery of others. Like, straight up, that's one of the key things I judge people by. Like, how do you treat other people and why are you treating them that way? So in a heartbeat, if Michael Jackson said to me, hey, I'm unhappy, hit the redo button on my life, I would do it for him. You know, and that's not just for him, that's for anybody. You know, if you are having a miserable life because like a parent is mistreating you like that and you have a way to undo it and you can redo it and not have that, I would give that to you. Sure. You know, without any hesitation.
Yeah, I would do the same thing. It's a harder question for a diehard fan. It is a harder question, but I would definitely do that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I would do that. So anyway, rest in peace, Joe Jackson, whatever. But let's move on to the... I shouldn't laugh after saying that. But
I know, that's kind of fucked up, dude.
He lived till, you know what, fuck this. He lived till 80. He lived a long ass life. I don't even know if I'm going to live that long anyway. So just on the fact he lived a long life. I thought it was
89. I thought 89. It was 90 years old almost.
Exactly. Double Michael Jackson life. Why? I shouldn't even feel sorry for him. He lived a long ass life, made a lot of goddamn money. Why do I feel sorry for him at all? Anyway, apart from the abuse allegation. Anyway, I'm trying to be nice here, but you're pushing me into a corner. Goddammit.
Hey, you know what? Fuck that guy. I didn't know him. When you told me about this shit, I thought it was first I thought it was the Pawn Stars guy that died, the old guy.
Pawn Star, Joe Jackson Pawn Star.
No, not Pawn Star. There's a TV show in America called Pawn Stars.
Oh,
where it's like
yes!
Yeah, I thought it was the father
yes.
guy that until you told me it was about Michael Jackson. I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh,
really?
yeah. All right. Anyway.
Please leave another message at voiceofmail.com.